Good evening, everybody, and good morning to everybody else across the pond. I am one of your co-hosts, Jason Black. Alongside me is my co-host with the smaller penis, Seth Iser. By the way, Seth, I got a question for you. What the hell is an oxymoron?
Well, an oxymoron is someone who believes that they have a bigger penis than I do, which is not true at all. But if you want the real definition of an oxymoron, it is someone who breathes oxygen and is a complete moron. I don't know if you fit the bill or not, but we're all halfway there at least. By the way, before we get too off topic, let me tell you what we have in store for this show. We got a couple stories before we actually got to know each other, a little bit on how we got to know each other, and if we have time after that, a couple other stories, and a fuck you Microsoft for inventing Vista rant for fucking up my laptop, its ported asshole.
And, well, I'm going to go ahead and say, since I'm pretty sure I kind of started on the first show before Mr. Iser here had his rant, I'm going to go ahead and let him go first.
Alright, I'll try to keep this short and sweet. Not like my penis. But, 7th or 8th grade, there was just this kid who was pretty much starting crap with me. And I was turning the other cheek for a while, and finally I just said, you know what? Screw this. I got in a confrontation, he pie-faced me, and I decided, boom, floored the motherfucker. Down he went. I pointed and laughed and kind of started the way out.
You know, I kind of wish I was there to see that. I mean, you were there to see me when I freaking choked the life out of him, but you know what? That's a story we could save for later, so, I guess I'll go ahead and go next. And, you know, the most horrific thing that stands out in my mind happened in a primary school we both went to, and he could vouch for this because he saw it. But you know, there was this one girl. I always thought she was going to turn out to be a whore. Yes, I knew what a whore was at that age. We didn't grow up at too great of a neighborhood, but you know, so she gets up in the middle of the damn cafeteria during lunch. And I don't know which one to say, but she pulled her shirt up and flashed her non-existent or maybe developing tits, or I don't know. Either way, it was disgusting, and it confirmed my thoughts that, you know, she was going to grow up to be a whore. And you want to know what? About 10 years later, 10, 12 years later, I was right.
I would agree with that statement, partner. Besides, I saw her having a shag with 3 other guys on the dumpster last night. But that's besides the point. As for your story, I have one word to say. Ew!
I think anyone hearing that story, except for, well, no, I'm not going to go there, but, you know, I think pretty much anyone hearing that story has the exact same thoughts you are. Now, so, what else are we going to cover today? I mean, we had that Microsoft rant we're going to do at the end, but what else would you like to talk about?
I guess we should actually mention how we actually got to know each other, since they would think, oh, these might be 2 Joe Blows, might be doing a random radio show that they just met the other day. No, we're not like that. We're more like pimps than anything, but that's besides the point. I guess we should... I'm trying to remember, how did we originally really get to know each other? I'm trying to rack my brain here.
Honestly, I think what really did it was, we kind of started talking at high school, but, you know, things really kind of started working around, I want to say our junior year we started talking, because we had the trips on the Votech bus up to the tech center and all that for our, quote-unquote, specialized learning classes with, like, computers and cars and shit. But that's another story.
Yeah, they're specialized in a lot of ways. But one particular story I have in my head, and no, they're not specialized like that, you sick perverts! One particular story I have in my head, we were just like, I know this is going to get me a lot of heat for telling this story, but it was around, just before Christmas break. The day before, the certain instructor had decided to take a couple days off before Christmas to have an extended Christmas break, so there was a sub there, so we could play paintball all day. Well, let's just say my partner in crime here decided to have a little something to drink. Don't worry, it's not total alcohol, it was just a little spiked soda. and I was thoroughly entertained by his monkey-like antics bouncing up and down, and he actually came in, ironically enough, as Mr. Monkey Man, and I was just using random names like Huff and Hillary and, you know, make fun of president candidates and all that shit, but he was all over the place. Best part about that was there were about 5 people saying his name, and the sub came in, said his name twice, like, huh, what? And I was kind of like, dude, you were too loud. And then right on cue, someone else, hey, Huff and Hillary, eat this, and I got KO'd. Fuck my life.
Yeah, I guess I was a little rambunctious that day. I mean, seriously, I was bouncing up and down on that roller chair going, whoa, 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 and shooting people. But you want to know what the sad thing was? We had about, 15 people playing this paintball game. And most of the time, I'd end up going Rambo, and I'd just leave all the teams, and I'd be on my own team. And I still won every single freaking match. I mean, seriously, what do you say about that?
I dispute that claim. I remember I sniped your ass a couple times.
And how many times did I shoot you? About, 60?
That's because I have a worthless fucking team that left me by myself and I had to go against 7 goddamn people. And I remember one time in particular, I eliminated everyone else. Who the fuck is left? From behind. Fuck my life.
That would have been me. Thank you very much.
Well, I can't say you do everything from behind because he actually threw a grenade at me once and it hit me right in the head. So, that didn't exactly work out for me either. And of course, I was alone on that too.
Well, seriously, you need a group of like 6 people to take me out. But anyway, we might as well... Thank you, I didn't really need that. But we might as well go ahead and go to the, Microsoft is stupid as shit for inventing Vista.
Alright. Well, we were originally going to do this recording on one of his computers in my laptop. Well, I downloaded the software to get this in. That sounded totally suggestive, but I don't care. I'm going to continue. But we got... Well, let's just put it this way. Vista decided it doesn't want to play nice with anything because it'd rather play with its own virtual penis. Because apparently it's so stuck up that it just wants to jerk off its own penis and no vagina is good enough for it.
I didn't even think Windows Vista had a penis. I mean, I know it takes a lot of RAM, but, that doesn't exactly equate to it having a penis.
Well, I got the laptop from the GameStop in Iser. What'd you expect?
Oh, you mean the GameStop that has the bigger penis than the one over at the mall?
Exactly, that one. And it was probably butt-fucking Walmart the entire time.
And we'll have more information on that story later. Well, unfortunately, folks, it's heading towards 8 minutes, and well, it's heading towards 9 minutes already, and we've got a lot more to talk about, so we're probably going to be splitting this one up into probably at least 2 segments. So, I can't remember how YouTube does it right now, so you either click on the right-hand side of your screen for the next show in the series, or we'll be including a link to all previous shows from now on in the description bar underneath the video. So you can either, to watch previous ones, if you just now started watching, go down to the description bar. We'll have them labeled, video 1, video 2, etc., etc. Click on the first one, enjoy yourselves, and for those of you that have been continuing listening to the series, go ahead and click the next one off to the right-hand side. Do you have any last words, Mr. Iser?
Don't forget to give us the thumbs up because we need the green. Red is bad, green is good. And no, we're not talking about weed, motherfucker.
And there you have it. We'll see you all next week. Have a great day.